Welcome to Paracord Pals and Heroes. These are the basic supplies for the vision. Afternoon, everybody. This is Courtney Holmes. Welcome to Paracord Pals and Heroes. We're going to make us the vision. He's coming about. And got to start off with that double wide some kind. But he's going to be a little bit different. He's got a 1/2 inch black buckle on the top tier. And the bottom, a 1 inch buckle, or no, this is a 3/4 inch buckle. But he's got a 2 core bottom tier, and it's a wide cobra stitch, wide Solomon stitch here on the bottom tier. He's made up with these different colors than what you may have seen in the comics, but yet in the Marvel universe he's this color, and he even floats a kind of holographic yellowish changing cape, though it may sometimes seem green also, or his whole costume in the lower half of him outside of his head being all red and vibranium feels. Yeah, he's this color. So we're gonna do him like this. I'm gonna go ahead and braid him all the way down on the bottom down here, and I'll meet you guys back when we get there. So if you wanna do it like this one, these, like I said, these colors are a regular red inner additional color here on the core, and he's got imperial red, which is also his face on the top tier. On the bottom core, he's got this same color that's making up his costume, which is a charcoal gray, and then he's got the additional core colors of the imperial red. The regular red on the top inner additional colors on the top, you'll see what we're going to come up with later on that. And we're going to put them together, and don't leave out that I might just throw in some kind of probably a minimal sticky felt, but gonna do some little vision kind of things because I have a vision. Be right back. Wait 1 minute. Is that foreigner's music I hear? Am I having a double vision? Okay, everybody, zoom forward. And this is what I have. Yes, this is your modern day vision. This is the vision. I can get him off the, had to work that in on the jig here. Yeah, let's get that off. And you're not gonna have one of these rigged up like this unless you're doing one of mine. But it can be did on the speedy jig. And here is today's vision. Yes, that's him there. And thinking about putting this, of course, on the back as a cushion and let the bottom hang a little bit. Maybe for his cape, which you have here. Well, he has his two, don't need that, has his two blue eyes, which he does have, and they actually seem to change in the today's vision movies from a blue to a darker blue, a light blue to a darker blue, then a gray, and then some kind of hazel with black accents, kind of like when he's pissed or something. But he doesn't really get that way, you know. After all, he is a big time super android. And this guy's got a weird history going back to the 1940s, changing over around the late 60s in my era when I come around to see him. And he looked quite different. Matter of fact, he looked like this. Yes, double vision. That's what I get listening to all that foreigner music. Sometimes I see two. So he came out and switched up full android, you know, which means he's kind of part human, hooked up with Red Scarlet, the Scarlet Witch. And Wanda there, he fell for her, she used her magic, and they ended up with some kids. So, at least the story seems that way. But I'm not gonna tell you all of it. Check them out in the comics as well as the Avengers in the modern Marvel universe. And he has the pretty Infinity Stone. Some say it is, some say it isn't the Infinity Stone. It's still an energy stone that collects energy, gives him powers amongst everything. He has super this, super that, super this, super that. He even has a super, and it's jacked up to be super. That's how much super shit he has. He is dynamite. And as much as I can say about the makeup of him, he's so powerful. Just check this out.
I'm not what you are, and not what you intended. So there may be no way to make you trust me. But we need to go.
Yeah. So like I said, if he can do all that, then, you know, that's what this is about. Man, I tell you. So yesterday's is on a regular, had to go old school, so I went old school. Haha, with an older jig, huh? Standard. So he's got the green, and you can have any kind of green to make him. This is a neon kind of green, actually. And he can go from a dark green on, just make sure you have a red, you know, face. And he actually looked kind of like this, with sometimes eye pupils, and mostly with just the white slits for eyes on that kind of background. Had a full yellow cape and all. and yellow accents all mixed in with the green. And that's yesterday's. I left the tabs out so you can see how we did this. There is bendable wire in here, but with the stone like that you could find or whatever, you know, at your five and dime store, you can rig this cat up any kind of way without the wire or whatever. And he's pretty simple, everything burnt in the back. Yeah, let's just set him over there. Now the new guy, I even put a piece of metal here to simulate all the metal that he has all over his body in the new costume, because everybody in the MCU, Marvel Comics universe, has something made from Tony Stark, and his new gig is all that. They remade him because he was beat down, beat up, and broke up. And Stark remade him, gave him a different metal for his body and everything. He's vibranium hooked up and everything. You know, Tony Stark got more vibranium than the Wakandans. Seems like him. And I put that in for contrast, the metal, on top of another little piece of silver gray, which you have on here, the silver gray and the red for his face. His cape comes down over his shoulders here into the cargo cape that I made. You know, that's pretty easy to do. There are a million tutorials on this. You know, I learned this old survival trick in the military though. Simple drop knots coming all the way down. Always do 7 or more sets, or you can make a full net to go fishing with. You know, just get you a big stick or something long, tie always a odd number of the little sets that you have, either single cord or double cord. As you see, these were originally cowhead stone double cords, but it's how you braid the knots and everything. You know, skip the first one, grab the next 2, drop knot, drop knot, drop knot, drop knot, drop knot, drop knot. That's the same as right here. Let that one go. Then after you've done this, create 2 from the beginning here. And now you see where they're connected, right? Going either left side, right side. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and of course 2. Then you go back to the beginning, like up here, letting this go on past that. You know, skip him. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and you have a full set. You can keep going for as long as whatever you plan to do with that item that you're making. So that's how I made him. As you can see on the back, I left everything undone so that you can see it. But yes, this is my version of the Vision, and the old school version there of the Vision, and make you one. It's not that hard to do. Open your mind up, read it up, and that's what you'll get. What you see on your TV or when you go to the movies to see your character, just figure out how you're gonna, which parts of them you can make into a paracord bracelet and which parts that you can. You know, not just, you like to say, knowing your limitations on how far to go, but challenge yourself. Say, hey, I might can do that. What the hell? I'm gonna give that a shot. And so let it flow. If the dude had any emblems out other than buying some kind of button, you can buy that, probably put it on a wing or something, but still, just let everybody know. They kind of figure it out when they see this jewel on his forehead over there and those blue eyes maybe. He's a weird looking one, but he is a Paracord pal. So get your double vision, figure out how you're gonna do you a vision, grab you some Paracord, get busy, keep yourself safe off the streets, and you'll see more of this on the additional footage that I have attached to this. And yeah, thank you. Well, I'm Courtney Holmes. Like and subscribe if you would, please. I appreciate your support and the support those of you have already given me. I also wouldn't mind some comments if you would. Let me know where you're seeing me from. And y'all be safe out there all over this big green and blue marble. God bless. Have a nice day.
My vision. Captain Rogers, you believe what you're doing is right, but for the collective good. Right. Well, I was born yesterday.
Hello everybody, it's Courtney Holmes. Thank you for joining us this afternoon for Paracord Pals and Heroes. I appreciate your support and everything. Come on back. This old vet got a lot more to give to you, and I appreciate everything you've done for me already. God bless. Y'all have a good day. The O vision of marbles. The vision.